one of our favorite guys, Patrick Bet David.
I love that guy.
We love this guy. You guys definitely got to go check him out. He's definitely we look up to him tremendously. The guy's a king. Well, this guy, you know, Brian was talking a little bit about, you know, about that, like your identity, right? And people understanding who your new identity is, right? Because what happens a lot of times, and they talked about it, is that people will talk to you and they'll be like, oh, and they'll bring up your past. And it's, wait. Hold up. That's not me. You're not gonna approach me. You're not gonna label me as what I used to be.
Yeah.
Right. And people are too scared to do that.
And that's the thing, because, you know, I'll give you an example. If you go to a high school reunion, 10-year reunion, a lot of people there still remember you at that certain frame or point in your life when the last time you met them. They don't know that within those 10 years, you're a completely different person.
100%.
So when somebody comes in and they start talking to you in a certain way that you don't like, you have to correct them, because you're no longer that person that they're talking to. That's not an Anthony. That's not a Brian.
No,
it's a whole different animal.
Brian, what is it that you like to say in Spanish?
Aquí que manda soy yo.
Oof, that's it.
And basically what that means, here I run it.
That's right.
You run yourself.
You run your own life. So you have to be confident. And like Pat Davis said, you need to stand up for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You have to stand up for yourself. You need to let people know, hey, look, that's not me anymore. Don't say that about me.
No, you can't tolerate that.
You're talking to somebody different.
Exactly. And believe it or not, a lot of people are scared to address individuals like that, especially in a group setting, because it does kind of make it awkward. But we need to start embracing and letting people know from the beginning, hey, this is what I'm about. This is my belief. This is my identity now. This is what I do. And I'm no longer that person that you remember me. So if we're gonna have a communication, have a friendship, you need to understand these things. And it's like they respect or they don't.
So what are some of the things that people can start doing now, so they can start basically breaking that old identity and stepping into a new one? What are some of the things that you would recommend for people to start doing now, for them to get out of that old identity and start pursuing a new one ASAP?
Action. Immediate action. Don't even think about it. And I'm going to give you an example. Myself, I was very scared for a while to door knock with social media and everything going on.
Yeah. By the way, real estate door knocking.
Real estate door knocking, guys, just so you know. Trying to convince people to sell their homes. And
they were off-market houses.
Yes, all these homes that I've sold,
think about that.
These are off-market homes. And basically, when I first did it, I was very scared. My father's a salesman. He's done sales his whole life, and specifically door knocking. That's how he put the food on the table.
Scorpio life, baby.
Yeah, and he's also a Scorpio too. So, coincidence, I guess that's why we're best friends. Right? But, you know, my father would door knock. I see the success, but I was always scared of doing that. Went to school, got my graduate degree. And at some point, maybe I did think I was a little bit above that to do it. Until I realized that nothing in this world is worth having if you're not willing to put the action behind it. Yeah. So I remember I was outside the door of a person's house. I was so scared. I walked around the neighborhood for like 5 minutes. I'm like, am I really going to do this shit? Went in there. I said, you know what? Screw it. Knocked on the door. No one answered. Knocked on the door of a few other people. A guy comes down, looks at me, and he tells me, what are you doing out here in the sun? I'm like, it's a business. I'm trying to, see if you guys need my services. The guy looks at me. He's like, wow. He's like, I admire what you're doing. And he just goes inside the house. He's like, have a good day, man. We'll talk. Give me your business card. We'll exchange information. And then it was like that. And that's breaking the fear. Once I finished that, when I got to the end of passing out, I think like 50 flyers and talking to like 10 or so people, I looked at myself like, man, it's 3:00. Shit, I should have had more. And right there, that action, that fear that I had for years, now I just took that action. Now, almost every other day, I go out there.
And then, Brian, the best thing is what happened that same week?
So that same week, I remember I went to a neighborhood, and man, it was about to rain. And I said, you know what? I drove this far out. I'm going to door knock, whatever. I hit on 13 doors. I think the second and last door, this gentleman opens up.
Raining,
mind you. It started pouring on me.
Brian went to, what was it, CVS or Walmart, and you got a raincoat.
And I bought a raincoat. Well, I bought a raincoat and an umbrella. And then I spoke to the man, left him the flyer. The next day, I'm showing properties, and this guy sends me an email, says, hey, I would like to sell my home. Let's meet. And right there, deal was done. Deal was done. And that's, I'm telling you guys, the power, we all have it within. You just have to embrace that you have to become a new person to get that.
And guys, look, I'm going to tell you right now, nobody cares.
Nobody
of
cares.
how you are, who you are, what you wear, this and that. Like, you have to just be you and be confident in you. Be happy in who you are. Be happy in how you are. And you need to put aside, well, it's because he has this or she has that. No. That's not why. You need to go out there and just do it, right? Everybody has that opportunity to do it. You have to, and that's something that Pat David talked about too at the beginning of his video.
100%.
You know, and that's another thing that I think holds people back or causes conflict at times.